Hello, and welcome to the Fearless Knitter podcast. This is episode number 5, and I'm naming it It's Not a Secret. My name is Courtney, and you can also find me as Stitches Please on Plurk and Ravelry, and today is November 25th. If you're a new viewer, thank you for joining me, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. This is my fourth take because the cats are driving me nuts. They keep jumping on the laptop, ripping all the cables out. Now they're fighting, so play fighting. They don't fight. So hopefully they're occupied. So here in America, it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's coming to an end. I really enjoy this not working thing, but I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you had a 4-day weekend or you had a good Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving last weekend, so I pretty much just launched around, did some shopping, lots of shopping. I was bad. Really bad. I for a short moment forgot I was getting married next year. Um, so a little bit about my week. I worked till Wednesday. Oh my god, Wednesday. My work is horrible. I'm grateful I have a job, but this is what happens. For 7 years, we got a half day on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Every day, for 7 years. I haven't worked for 7 years, but I was there for one where we got a half day. Last year, everybody's like, oh, half day. And they don't tell us until, okay, pack up your stuff, have a good day, go. So all day last year, we're like, okay, come on, come on. We found out that my office manager was in charge, and it's not going to happen if she's in charge. She worked through the earthquake we had last year. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. So this year we're like, oh, the owner is there. We are so getting a half day. Yeah, he left at noon. We didn't. He made my office manager in charge of if she wanted us to leave or not. We're completely caught up. I was doing another department's job. Anyways, I had a 4-day weekend. That's good. So then Thursday evening, why is it called Black Friday anymore? We need to change the name because I started my Black Friday shopping at 8 p.m. and I was done at 8:40 p.m. Yeah, it's not Friday. It was Thursday. I went to Walmart at 7:50, and luckily the way we had to park at a restaurant, so we actually had to walk for 5 minutes to get to the store. But then we had to walk through the garden section, and the main thing I went for was a bicycle for my fiance for Christmas. Well, he used it as soon as we got it, but because he was with me. But that was the main thing. If I walked in, I would have went to the bike section. Luckily, we walked into the garden section, and it was a circle of people, and they were the bikes. 4 adult bikes, the rest children. I'm like, oh my god, we're never gonna get a bike. People yelling, I've been here since 7 o'clock. I better get my bike. People flipping out. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to fight some people to get this damn bike. He wants the white one. How many white ones are there? 1. So 7:58 rolls around, and the managers of Walmart show up, and they're like, everybody step away 3 feet. We're not even going to give you bikes if you're too close to the bikes. Nobody wants to move. They all have their shopping carts around, so you can't even get to the bikes. Like the customers had their shopping carts around, so nobody could go to the bikes. They're like, no, everybody step away 3 feet. Cops start coming, like, step away from the bicycles. There was a lot of police, which I guess is a good thing because I would have got trampled. But so then 8 o'clock, they had 4 employees. Like, it was a circle in the middle with the bikes. So they had an employee here, 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 and they were going to give the bikes. I was right behind a Spanish lady that wanted all the bikes. She was like, I want the blue one, I want the red one, I want the kid one, before they gave the bikes. Well, luckily the guy turned around and looked straight at me. She's like, which one? The white one. Here you go. Get out. So we actually ran to the register. There was one person in front of us, ran out. He rode his bike to the car. It took us 10 minutes to get the damn bike in the car because right before we left to Walmart, we're like, okay, let's flip the seats. We never flipped the seats before. We can't figure out how to flip the seats. I'm looking through the manual. I'm like, there has to be something. I jumped into the trunk. I can fit in the trunk. But we can't find a latch. We can't find a button. We can't find anything to flip the damn seats. He Googles it. our car is not equipped with flip seats. I've never heard of a car not being equipped with flip seats. We couldn't take the pickup truck because the bike was going to be outside until we did the rest of the shopping. That'd be pointless, somebody steal it. So we flipped the front seats, put them all the way to the front, and stashed the bike, and then did the rest of shopping, and then ended up putting it in the trunk, leaving the trunk open. I only live around the corner from Walmart, 2-minute drive, so it was no problem. I told him worst case scenario, he can ride the bike home. But so we went back into Walmart, and I got a slow cooker, I got pajama pants, 2 pajama pants, 2 pairs of slippers, and a full set pajamas. If you've never had fleece pajamas, you need to get some. They're so comfortable. I can only wear them on the weekends because if I wear them during the week, I won't leave. I won't go to work. I quit my job because I'm too comfortable. But so, and then we stopped. I saw one coworker. I live in a small town. We only have 2 Walmarts, and I live only 10 minutes from work, so I'm about to run into people. So I ran into one person who didn't even acknowledge I was there. I was like, "Hey, Angie," and she's like, I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna walk away from you before you throw something at me." And my other friend, she was there since 7. She was waiting for the $200 big screen TV. So she was in line, she got her ticket, and then she just had to wait till 10. So I stopped by, said hi to her, and she was there with another coworker. And we chatted for a while, and then I went back to register and went out. So I did all this, and I was done in 40 minutes. Heck yeah. Well then, that was it. That was my Black Friday shopping. Friday, I actually woke up at 4:30 in the morning. I didn't have to get up till 5:30. I was really excited. So I got up at 4:30 and was browsing the internet. I found the iPhone 4S, which I've been really wanting. I don't like the iPhone 5. I wanted the 4S. I like the look of it better. I know a lot of people complain it's too big. I like it that way because I have too much junk in my purse. So I like a big phone, and I like that square. I don't know why. I love that one, and I like it in white. I didn't want a black phone. I thought the iPhone 5 looked too much like the iPhone 3GS, which is the one I have. So, I found the iPhone 4S for $1 because I was eligible for an upgrade. So it was already $100, and I actually my fiance was gonna buy it for me for $100. Well, on Black Friday, they uploaded all the refurbished phones that they've been holding back on. And my iPhone 3G is refurbished, and I've had it for 2.5 years, and I've been eligible for an upgrade for half a year, and I haven't upgraded it because it works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with my phone. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm getting it for $1. So, well, they say $1, and then you have the, what, $18? I want to say it's $18 renewal fee or upgrade fee, and then I bought the anti-glare screen protectors for $15. So yep, that's gonna be here tomorrow. I'm so excited, and then I can't wait next week. Yes, not next week, the week after that. My fiance is eligible for an upgrade, and he's gonna get the iPhone 4S for $1 too. So we'll have the same phone for the first time. Um, so that was, and then at 5:30, I got fully dressed in the pajamas I bought at Walmart. They're long sleeve, baby blue with clouds saying like sleepyhead and good night, and they're buttoned like flannel, but they're fleece. And then the pants and my new slippers, and walk outside, and there's my neighbor. How embarrassing is that? There's my neighbor, and she's like, "Are you going Black Friday shopping?" I don't like questions that are so obvious. I wanted to say, "No, lady, I am going apple picking." What do you think I'm doing? What I actually went to do is our local yarn store was having a pajama party. If you showed up in your pajamas, you got 30% off within the first 2 hours of the mall. Yeah, first 2 hours. And within the first hour, you got a door prize, which I am so confused about that. They gave me something when I walked in, but there were tickets too, and they didn't give me a ticket to fill out. And I saw some people filling them out that didn't wear pajamas, and some people filling out that wore pajamas. So I'm confused about that. I think they were too busy. But we got there. My fiance drove me because it's all parallel parking, and I cannot parallel park. And I didn't want to walk 10 minutes to go to a real parking lot. So he drove me. and hung out in there, and it was their birthday party and Black Friday sale, and I stocked up on there, and you'll see what I got. Then I also received an awesome package that day from NewPU, so you'll see that. And Saturday I cleaned up my stash. I had to move my stash from because of me buying my stash box. I have one of those Tupperware boxes, and I told you I complained about that. I only have one small box and I don't have anything. Well, from buying, she's about to jump on the table. You wanna come on? Here, Sedona. Hi, Sedona. Hello. I am the cutest cat in the world, and now I think I annoyed her enough. She might not jump on the table. Please don't. You're gonna make people motion sick and rip the cables back out and throw the camera across the room like you did earlier. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, with buying all the stuff from the Old Town Yarnery, the local yarn store, I actually had to. I have a big, ginormous. You can't see how big, but big, ginormous. I call them Tupperware. They are not Tupperware, but you know what I mean. The plastic containers with the lid. I got a big one that all my. So don't I know that I got all my Red Heart that I donated in. So I moved all of that in there, and I've been in denial that I don't have a fiber stash. I have a fiber stash. So I had to move that into the smaller one. So the smaller one is my fiber. I have another smaller one for fabric, and now I have a big one for all the yarn, and it's full. And uh-oh. I don't know what happened. My stash like went, it got huge. And my fiber stash, that has to do with being in the club and not spinning my club. I spun one, and I've got 4 months. So I have 3 in my stash, and then I got still 2 from Maryland Cheap and Wool, and then I bought, did I buy one at the Fiber Festival? I don't know. And then I have one that I won. I have a fiber stash now. I just gotta admit to it. I do. Oh well. So I did that on Saturday. And on Saturday I was going insane. I'm like, Ricky, I swear I bought 5 of this one color at the Black Friday sale at the yarn store. I went berserk because I only could find 4. I'm like, no, I bought 5. I was ready to call them and be like, did you not bag it? But I went through the car. I saw the cat stole it, so I went through all their hiding holes because they do have hiding holes. I went everywhere, took everything apart. It was all in the bags. Finally found the receipt. I'm like, it says 5. I gave it to Ricky, and he's like, no, you bought 5 of this color and 4 of that color. I'm like, oh. So I've been looking for yarn that didn't exist. That was fun. Then Saturday was Small Business Saturday. So since I buy from my local yarn stores a lot all the time, and I buy from Etsy a lot, I don't really see, oh, Small Business Saturday, I really have to take advantage of it. I do already. I love buying local and from small businesses, but I did. I bought from somebody that I've never bought before, and you'll see that hopefully next week. I hope. More fiber. And oh, Saturday I went to put up the Christmas decoration. We don't have a lot because we moved in yesterday. We moved in last year during Christmas, so we were kind of tight on money and we didn't buy a lot of Christmas decorations. I just had a floor mat for the kitchen, some pot holders, some towels, and a wreath that was made for me for my for moving in as a housewarming gift and for a Christmas gift. A coworker made me a wreath. So I went to pick up those things. Mouse poop all over it, and it was all eaten. I wanted to scream. I really want to scream. We never go in that closet. It's underneath the stairs. It's just storage for Christmas decorations and some other little doodads, so we never go in there. We haven't been in there since like a year. So there's mouse shit. I mean, sorry. Bleep. Mouse poop all over it, so we have to get mouse traps. And we don't even know if the mouse is still coming because we don't know how long this mouse has been coming or how many. And we have cats, but that's a closet. It has a water heater in it. I'm not going to keep it open so my cats can roam in there. And plus my cats would not kill it. They would play with it. They're mean. They would torture the poor thing. But that was disgusting. I'm some people are used to having mice. I've never had a vermin in my house and I don't want it in here. But let's get to some knitting. Well, actually, not yet. I have shout outs for the first time. I forgot to mention last week that Leslie, also known as Pixie Knits from the Knitting Game and Other Stuff podcast, she gifted me the Stripe Study shawl for wrap, which is on Tuesdays. Knit Pearl Girl, she decided that Tuesdays was wrap day, which is random acts of pattern. And Leslie was so nice to give me the Stripe Study, so thank you very much. I already thanked her and on Ravelry, but I wanted to thank her again. And then exciting news, December, January, I am having a knit along. Last week I mentioned that I was going to knit the Color Affection with my friend Pam. Well, we decided why not do it a knit along. So we've been knitting the Color Affection. You probably have heard a lot about it. It's by Vera Balmaki. Oh, I didn't write down the name, but I'm pretty sure that's her name. Everybody's knitted one, so I'm a little late doing a knit along on it, but it's from December 1st till January 31st. I've heard a couple people interested. I've created a forum post on the Ravelry board for the Fearless Knitter, and there will be prizes. I'm going to make my little stitch markers. They're split rings with the beads. They're good for lace projects. They're snagless. And when I go to Arizona, I'm going to yarn store and I'll see if I can find some local yarn or something Arizona related, something. There will be another prize. So please join because right now there's 2 prizes and 2 people join. So we need some more people. And depending on how many people we get, there might even be a pattern prize. But let me show you what I'm gonna knit my Color Affection out. I have this big giant Joann's bag of all the stuff I have to show you. So sorry, I'm bending. My table, there's no room on my, I pretty much just have room enough for my laptop. But I'm knitting mine out of Madeline Tosh Merino Light. Ooh, I'm sorry, I shook the table. I tried to catch, one of my skeins just flew. And when I tried to catch it, I shook the table. I can't pick it up. Okay, so let's start with this one. This is the graphite color. Ooh, pretty. It is blackish gray. Very pretty. And then Oceana. It's a turquoise. It looks much. I cannot capture this on anything. I tried taking pictures of it. It always looks baby blue. It is very aqua. I saw a flying cat. Very aqua color. And then I got Sea Wash, which is a variegated with beige, gray, seafoam, aqua. Oh, that's the tie. So, Color Affection. Please join. It will be fun. Now we get to some knitting. I have a foe, and I can show you. This is why it's called It's Not a Secret. I have something, and I can show you. I finished a triangle wrap, thank goodness, by Vicky Howe. It's knit out of Patons, Aran colorway, US 9, 5.5 needles, and a crochet hook, H, 5.5 millimeters. Oh, it's huge. I haven't blocked it, and I'm not going to, because I'll use it mostly for a blanket. It's so big. Yep, it will be my blanket. But it's done. Here's the border. Fishnet border is what I picked to do. So, it is so big. My fiance used it. He had it over his shoulders for like a minute, and he's like, I'm hot. Because it's out of worsted, so worsted wool, it will get you hot. And then, oh, I forgot to bring it. Let me pause real quick. Oh, can I pause? Not what you wanted to see. Oh my god. I will just insert a picture. I can't believe I didn't grab it. I finished the um cowl, the Three Willows cowl by Leslie Reynolds. I knitted out of Cascade Pacific Chunky in the dusty turquoise colorway, number 23. One size 11 8mm needles. And I should insert a picture here. See if that works. Um, plus, go away. My fiance just stepped in the door and made a silly face. Um, plus I finished 3 secret knitting projects. 3. All this weekend. Okay, works in progress. Oh, I was gonna say, if I didn't grab this either, I'm gonna just restart. It's in my monster bird leg bag. Yep. And it's The Hitchhiker by Martina Bem out of Mystery Yarn, US 4 3.5mm needles. There's no needles on here. And interchangeable needles, you can take the needles off. And I got these little tags that says US 4 needles. So once I get back to it, I have the needle. I only knitted a little bit on it. I'm sorry, this is clinking, rattling. And, ooh, I don't even know how to show this. I think I added one more triangle, so I think I'm at 28, I want to say. I just thought I remind you that I am knitting on it. Barely. I finished 3. I finished 4 things last week. Ooh. 3 of the 3 I finished, I probably could show you. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on here. My ball fell. And I just zippered it in. The 3 I finished, I probably could show you because my sister actually knows about them, and I found out my sister doesn't watch yet, and so her husband definitely doesn't watch. But I figured I'd just wait till my Christmas episode and show them all to you, except for the last one. I'm knitting one more thing. I told you the next one I could show you, but the one I'm knitting right now, I actually had finished in crochet version, and it's way too small, so I'm knitting a version of it, so I can't show you that one. But after that, I'm done. Except with baby knitting that I'm not doing until I come back from vacation. So I can show you all the stuff. But I did not write down my other whip. But I know the details, so it's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so out of it today. Oh my god. Did I not bring the tag over here? I didn't bring the tag over here. Anyway, I'm knitting a Chelsea monster. It's Chelsea the Chatterbox monster, and I needed just something new and anything else. When I bought all the yarn, when I buy yarn, I get cast on itis really, really bad, to the point I have to do it or I stop knitting. So, I couldn't cast on a sweater with all my secret knitting going on and Christmas knitting. So I decided to knit on a little monster for me. And I bought this yarn in the summer for Revelinix, and I never used it, so I figured, oh, why not? So it's a Chatterbox Monster, Chelsea Chatterbox Monster by Jenna. I don't remember her last name, but she is the host from Retro Lemon Studio podcast. And I'm knitting it out of Dancing Dog Dyeworks Waltz Worsted in the Maisie and Bella colorway, which is named after the dogs from the Bully Girls from the Knittables podcast. So that's the ball. This is the body. I actually just went to Joann's to get stuffing. It tells you to Kitchener it and then stuff it through the bottom. That's a tiny itty bitty hole to stuff through. So I didn't Kitchener yet. It's also not a very big opening, but enough. And so after I'm done recording, I'm going to stuff my little monster and put some eyes on her. I'm started off with the 5s, but the fabric was too loose. You would be able to see the stuffing. So I went to, that's where the 4s from the Hitchhiker are. They have 3.5 millimeters. I can't believe I didn't grab the tag from the yarn. It's on my desk over there. So those are all my whips. I didn't knit on my basic ripped socks, and actually there's a little story to that. They probably won't get finished till next year. It's bad. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm jumping all over the place. On Saturday, when I cleaned my stash up and everything, I found I had a triangle wrap was a UFO. Which I finished it on time and submitted it to the Knitting in Circles Clean Off the Needles knit along. I always forget what the knit along is called. It's something like clean up something. So that was a UFO. I had one that was supposed to be Christmas knitting that I knitted something else for the person. Was a UFO. I had an Afghan that I started and got this far over the whole year that was a UFO. A lace shawl that was on Lifeline because I had to rip back and have no idea where I was a UFO. And a Snuggles project that was this far that I decided I didn't want to knit with that yarn and those needles was a UFO. So I had 5. Doesn't sound right. Oh, and I had a crochet purse that was a UFO. So I finished the triangle wrap. I frogged the Christmas present. I frogged the lace shawl. I frogged the Afghan, and I frogged the Snuggles. I only have one UFO right now, and that's the crochet purse. And I'm so far along on that, I am not frogging that. I will finish it eventually in the century. Sorry, I just wanted to explain. I only have one UFO following me into the next year. The basic rip socks, the Hitchhiker. I have to finish the Hitchhiker and the basic rip sock. They've been following me too long. But on to spinning. I finished Pam's yarn. And it's the Into the World BFL in the vegetable medley colorway. I did not get as much yardage as I wanted. I think it's BFL. I don't get a lot of yards with BFL. Like, my most I ever got was 264, which is also not that great, but that was my pull worth. With BFL, the last one I spun and the first one I spun, I got 210. This one I got 216, so I guess it's my best for BFL. I haven't done the reps per inch. I want to say it's from fingering to sport. I think. I have washed and thwacked it, and it's actually damp, so that's why it's not in the skein. But here it is. Yeah. Very pretty. So it's still damp, so I don't want to get mildew on it, so that's why it's not skeined up, and I'm not skeining it yet. I'm going to hang it back up. Are you ready for an A-bling? Are you ready? There's a lot. I had to click because I had to actually scroll down on my show notes because I have so much enabling. Okay, first I'll show you my Secret Santa present. Next Saturday I'm going to the Spinning Guild Christmas party, and last week I mentioned I got Eucalyptus and I didn't show it, so it's a wool wash. And then I got the rest from Tangerine Designs. I'm sorry. Noise. Tangerine Designs. It's an Etsy shop. It's Casey has the store. Where's the website? Oh, you can't see it, but I'm linking it. I have to figure out this camera how I get it to focus. But it's the tangerine8.etsy.com. And she already wrapped it, but I will insert a picture here. Maybe not exactly here because I'll probably show this first. It looks like it's hand spun that she did a little bow with. It's a sheep needle gauger. That's what that is. And she got me a little tag that I will put on there, little owl. And then I got buttons. Sorry for the noise. I got a Happy Holidays Tangerine Design button. I already have a Tangerine Design, just the orange. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. It's KIP, Knit in Public, Scared of Muggles. I might keep it. And this one I'm definitely keeping. I bought this for me. It's a TARDIS with yarn falling out. I'm a Doctor Who freak, so I'm keeping that for me. But that's a Secret Santa present. I think the KIP, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to give it away. Then I got a Knit Picks order. They had, I got an email that they got a new yarn line, and when they usually get a new yarn line, they let you test it for free, try it for free. All you had to do was a $5 purchase. I needed to buy yarn from them for a Christmas present, and I ended up buying 2 of these. Well, I got one free and one I paid for. It is a bulky. It is called Knit Picks Big O in the Calypso Heather colorway, and it's teal. Surprise, surprise. If you've noticed, I love teal. So I got 2 of these. One was free. And then this is for the Christmas hat I'm making. I got 2 of Comfy Sport Black. I got 2 of those and 2 of the pomegranate. What I'm doing is I'm making an Antarja hat because I'm crazy for my fiance. It's going to be, he plays World of Warcraft, it's going to be a Horde hat. So the red is going to be the Horde symbol in the middle. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'll knit it in around, get to the motif, knit it flat, and then go back and around and seam it up. For a hat. I love this man, as you can tell. Alright, so that's that. Then, let me pick up all the rest. Sorry, out of frame. Alright, so Black Friday shopping. I got 4, not 5, from the Cascade Sport, Cascade 220 Sport, in the Mystic Purple, color number 2450. And I don't know what to do with, I don't know why I bought this. I bought it for something in intention, but I forgot it by the time I bought it. But I bought 4. I think a cardigan or something. I'm very big in buying sweater wears now. And then I got Cascade 220, just Cascade 220, nothing fancy, in the silver gray, and it's 8401 colorway. And remember I bought the vintage. I don't know, I might make this, my Narragansett, and the vintage that I bought a little while ago might become a Katie. I think it's called Katie. It's this really pretty sweater that I would buy if I would see it. It is so pretty. So I have to decide. But then I got Berroco Vintage in the Pool Party colorway, which is 51107. It's a new colorway. Berroco Vintage. Cascade 220 in Cascade 220 Sport. I got 4 of these, 5 of these, and 4 of these. 3 sweater worth. Can't say no to 3 sweater worth, 30% off. Yeah, and I didn't even grab the one I got for free. It wasn't anything special. I don't know what to use it with. It's Katya and Katya Gagsby. It's black with gold. It's like a lace, yeah, it's a lace weight. But you don't get enough to do anything with. But I've heard of people plying with it, so I might do that. But then, oh, are you ready for this? I got my Loopy U order. I've never had this yarn, so I got Fiber Nymph. I got Fiber Nymph Dyeworks. Oh, it's my most expensive skein of yarn ever, by the way. It's self-striping, and the reason I had to buy this, like, I'm not a huge Christmas color person, but the color is home for Christmas. You all know where I'm going for Christmas. I had to buy these. And that's why I think my basic rib socks are not getting touched. I'm going to cast on a pair of socks here soon. And I'm going to cast on, I've got the pattern already, the Rotation Rib Socks by Lisa from Fiber Nymph Dyeworks. Hell yeah! I'm gonna knit some fiber nymph socks out from some fiber nymph yarn. I'm weird like that. I don't know why. That makes me happy. But this is the Bounce Base, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So soft and squishy, that's why I keep doing this. But I mean, man, a color named Home for Christmas. How can I not buy this? These are going to be my Home for Christmas socks. So I'm going to probably cast them on here after Chelsea is done or one of my secret knitting is done. And that's why the basic rib socks, you won't see them till next year. And oh, Saturday I cast on my color affection. And that's it. That was not a lot of knitting, more like enabling extravaganza. I love this yarn. But yeah, with buying all this, like I got this on Friday too. So I got 3 sweater worth. I just bought a sweater worth a couple weeks ago, and I got this one. I had to cast something on. So that's how Chelsea happened. And yeah, I'm done. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm thinking. So please go onto the Fearless Knitter Ravelry group, and I have a chatter post, so go ahead and let me know that you're interested in joining the knit along or what yarn you're going to use, and let's chat it up. And then mid-December or beginning December I'll make a FO only post, so no chatter in that post. And I hope to see you again next week. Bye.